Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alphanim. So we have some developments here in the Ripple versus SEC case. There's never a dull moment when it comes to Ripple and the SEC case, of course. And this article here is on zcrypto.com. It's titled XRP Lawsuit. Judge in Ripple case modifies calendar, raising prospects of suit concluding before year end. So the judge rearranged the calendar, changed it so that there could be the possibility of the case ending this year. That's huge. That's huge. And it tells me that I'm correct in over preparing and, as for personally, any type of dip or correction or where the price goes down super low is unbelievable opportunity for myself. All right, I'm going to say that because some people, if you try to include everybody when you say that, they'll say, I'm tired of buying. I don't have any more money. I understand. I'm only speaking for myself. That's it. I want to make that clear, right? I want a whole bunch of angry people in the comment section. But I'm taking all the opportunity possible while it's still there. When this case ends, that price is going to explode just off the fear of missing out. There's so many people, and this is why I believe I said before, so many people were saying they sold their XRP. Recently, I'm talking about in the last week or two, they were in the comment sections, not just mine, some of my peers saying they sold all their XRP, they're done with XRP. Let me tell you something. When that FOMO hits, those people are going to flood back in. I've seen this before, even in a stock market. I've seen it before. I can give you examples, but we don't have enough time for that. They will flood back in and that price will start to rise up. So where you could have got it at a discount when there was a correction or a dip, it's not going to stay there at all. And that price is going to explode just off the FOMO alone. And I also think that when the case concludes, I think Ripple is sitting on a lot of information. I do. They have a lot of partnerships and deals that they're not willing to talk about right now because of the case, right? It's only logical that when the case concludes, they would be able to make a lot of announcements. Now, I'm not saying that all those announcements can happen all at once, but I think you're going to start to see major news, major announcements once the case concludes. I think that's logical. And so you have the FOMO that's going to make the price explode. And then if you have any major announcements that would be happening after once the case concludes, that also is going to add fuel to that fire and that price is going to go up even higher. Just think about that for a moment. So these are good times for XRP holders, in my humble opinion. I don't care what the entirety of the market is doing. These are long holds we're talking about. So whatever happens now doesn't make any difference when you're talking about long holds. Now, of course, the market being down and everything like that affects quick money plays. All right. But there's still a few out there. You've seen some things explode and then you've seen the stereotypical mass correction on those particular things. You should have seen that coming. But you do still have quick money plays. All right. But so the market affects that. It doesn't affect these long holds. When those utility coins kick in, it's going to be monstrous like you've never seen before. And I'm talking about Algorand, Cello, XRP, XLM, these bank coins, massive. Their utility is second to none. And there's nothing that can replace them as of right now. So let's just read a little tidbit here from this article. It says Judge Annalisa Torres has modified a proposed calendar on the SEC versus Ripple case in a bid to end proceedings before the end of this year. As per the Thursday document, the judge gave new directions requiring parties to file any motions to exclude expert testimony by July the 12th. So we have some dates here. While all oppositions have to be filed by August the 9th this year. Parties were also required to file their replies, if any, by August 30th to allow them to file any motions for summary judgment by September the 13th. This judge wants to get this over with, and so do I. I'm ready. It says, further, the court required the parties to file their oppositions and responses on the summary judgment filings by October the 13th and any further replies by November 15th, marking a closure to the stage of the proceedings. Okay, so I'm just going to stop right there. Oh, they have this is a good article. So make sure you guys go over to zcrypto.com. They have the actual, the actual document posted. Zcrypto.com, they work really hard and there's a lot more to this. So you want to go over there and check out this article. But this is really, really good news. And I know a lot of people were really, really down about the, a lot of the stuff with the case being pushed back to next year. That was before the judge said, what's that, like, remember in Jurassic Park when that guy had the what was that? It was like a screensaver on the computer and Samuel L. Jackson was trying to access the computer and he's like, you didn't what did he say? You didn't say the magic word or something like that. So the judge is just like that. The judge wants this case to end this year and is making attempts to push it that way. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. This is getting exciting, in my humble opinion. I'm just humble researcher on YouTube. This is getting exciting, which means I'm gonna be. I've been buying a good amount of XRP. I've been over preparing. I'm going to continue I'm going to increase on the percentage of that I'm expending for XRP though, just because I know that the judge wants this case to end this year, and I know what can happen. So I'm going to get all that I can while I can. Okay. So now we have another article here. This one is on u.today. All right. It says Ripple battle rages. SEC makes new attempt to protect Hinman emails. They're still, and here's the thing. I think these are the emails between the lawyers. Okay. So they've moved on to this particular branch. Let's just read this little tidbit here. It says, in a continuous legal battle of Ripple against the SEC agency, the latter has made another attempt to keep the emails related to his former head of corruption. I mean, oh my goodness. Like, sorry about that. Head of corporation. My apologies. That worked though, didn't it? It worked. I actually said that by accident. My apologies. Not the head of the SEC. Not their head of corruption. You guys out there, you guys making me laugh. Head of corporation finance, Hinman, according to a corporate defense lawyer, James K. Fallon. The tweet shows that the SEC have submitted a letter motion to keep the Hinman emails private from Ripple and the judge, citing the attorney-client privilege. So this is between the attorneys. It says, at the start of this week, U.Today reported that this motion was announced, that the assertion to renew this motion was due on Friday, April the 29th. These emails were exchanged between Hinman and the SEC's attorneys. There you have it. Are related to Hinman's speech regarding, I see why they're trying to block this. We need to get those emails. That would corroborate. You understand? The emails between Hinman and the SEC's attorneys could corroborate a lot of what Ripple has been saying, a lot of what has already been exposed. It would confirm certain things. We'll just put it that way. And that would be a devastating blow to the SEC. So if we were able to peer into these particular emails, my goodness, that would be a bombshell. So I see why they're fighting so hard. At first I was like, what? Why don't they just let the emails just come out already? We already know about the corruption. We've seen certain things within particular documents. So it has confirmed that there has been corruption there and that Hinman was warned about these particular illegal activities that he may have been engaging in. Okay. But no, this is actually bigger than that. So I understand why they're trying to block it. Unbelievable what's going on. The rest of crypto, I hope they're watching this case and taking notes, and they should have been working together with Ripple to try to fight the SEC in all honesty. But these are big. This is huge. So head over to u.today. This is on their front page unless they change something. You know, web pages change all the time. And check out this article here. Once again, it's titled Ripple Battle Rages On. SEC makes new attempt to protect Hinman emails. All right, so coming up soon, I'm going to try to get some updates and see if there's anything going on with, XLM with the different corridors they're building. Lightnet, all right, we got to get some updates from Lightnet. We have to get some updates from IBM, and I haven't seen a lot of postings from IBM. We may have to make a few phone calls, so we'll see about that. We know what Algorand is doing. We're going to dig a little bit deeper. Algorand has been doing great, building all these corridors. You see what Coinbase is doing with Argentina, Colombia. They're rolling out payroll. The likelihood of that being on Algorand is highly likely, and that would be huge. That would make that price explode. And then we're talking about if Algorand is able to act as that particular blockchain for this mass rollout of payroll on blockchain that Coinbase wants to do, and they didn't put a time range on that, but if they're able to do that, that would be, in my opinion, the kickoff of mass utility as far as the bank coins are concerned. Because right now everybody's just setting up infrastructure and just building, right? But they haven't been used to a large degree in the ways that they're supposed to be used. Hope I'm being eloquent with that. But if you have mass payroll rolling across Algorand, I mean, don't get me wrong. You have what's already going on down in El Salvador with Bitcoin running across Algorand. And, you know, they did track the redacted thing with Algorand as well. That was huge. But those were like just beginner steps. If they start to actually move payroll, you're starting to run. That's not just beginner steps, baby steps. You're starting to run. So all of this is very interesting. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.